Hello, my name is Fabulous.
This is KB in the City, where trends come and go, but friends never go out of style. With Kate Pierce
and Bear Winterall.
WICR Iona College Radio.
Maybe we could be each other's soulmates. And then we could let men be just these great, nice guys to have fun with.
Listen in on Mondays at 2 p.m. on YouTube Live.
I will look fabulous.
Hello and welcome to KB in the City. Like we just said, my name is Kate Pierce.
I am Bear Winterall.
And we are here to talk all things boys, dates, friends, Sex in the City, all things that. So welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
So today we are going to talk about first date stories, but more on the negative side were bad first date stories. So do you want to take it away, Bear?
I mean, are there ever really any good first date
Not
stories?
quite. Not really.
Those are real rare. All right, so I guess I'm starting with them.
Yeah, you start. I got one
All
queued
right.
up.
I'm like, let's paint the picture. It's what? 2017?
Ooh, a year.
No. 2018? 2017. One of those years. It's mid-March. No, this was last year, 2018.
Okay.
Mid-March. St. Patrick's Day had already passed. You know, it's that time of year when it's really dark out still. It's really gray.
It's really dark in the mind, too.
Oh, Mercury had to have been in retrograde.
Must have been.
So I went to the city to go on a date, but I also was doing something before. Oh, I went to the Met before for like a school project. So I'm there. I personally always feel like I can get through the Met within a matter of like an hour and a half. Like
Right.
It's not hard to go through all the rooms. So then I went on this date. I met this person in the East Village, this guy. Not East Village, West Village. And it was just like such a debacle to figure out where we were going to meet. And so we met at a bar, and then it was just so uncomfortable because we both were sitting next to each other at the bar as if we did not know each other.
Well, you didn't.
No, we didn't. But like, we literally didn't make eye contact. We're
Oh.
just sitting next to each other. And then I was like, should we go to like the restaurant we planned on going to? And then he was like, oh, yeah, like totally. Go there. Neither of us get food.
Why?
Couldn't tell you. Just got drinks. And I guess it might have been because we both were poor. But also like, it was weird because it was a New York City restaurant. We're just sitting there.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. So to circle back what I said about the Met, this person was an art student.
Mm-hmm.
And I had said, oh, really? I feel like the Met is so small. Like, I feel like I can just get through it really quickly.
Ooh.
I was looked at as if I was the dumbest person on the planet. And I was like, oh, sorry, not all of us study sculpture. I mean, he literally studied things that looked like concrete blocks.
Oh,
I was like,
Lord.
this is art. Yeah, and
Is
it
it
did.
the same with the hair? Is this the hair story? Your hair?
No, that's a different one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought that was going to be this.
no, that one. I was saving that one.
All right.
That was the one. But yeah, this date didn't even end with a kiss.
Oh.
It was romantic, but didn't end with a kiss. Ended with basically a handshake.
Ah.
And then a text message from him saying, I wish I kissed you. And I went,
You should.
but you didn't.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty rough. That's just like kind of awkward. Like
Yeah.
nothing like really bad happened, but you're just
But
like,
it was just awkward.
yeah.
The other one that I have is just awful. But let's hear one from you.
All right. Well, I over the summer, I was just kind of like, someone I knew from high school asked me out, like I think over like Snapchat or something. And I was like, what have I got to lose? So basically we went
Dignity.
on. Yeah.
Pride.
So the first date we went on We went on two. The first one was to a like not college level, but like a below and NBA. What is it? Wow, I can't. Whatever. It was a baseball game. But and it was like in
Like a high school level?
no, not that. What's a I don't know. Whatever.
Minor league?
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But we were there and yeah, whatever. It's early. Yeah, we're not. It's not 2 p.m. Sorry.
I was about to say, what? It's not 2 p.m.
It's not 2 p.m. But basically, he paid. Okay, he paid for my ticket. Which also, side note, I don't really care like about that whole like gender thing, like him paying for me, like whatever. I don't care about that. But it was nice that he paid for my ticket, and then we went in, and it was kind of awkward because I was like, I don't know you at all. Like I don't like literally at all. And we like sat down. I think he got like a beer or something, and then he was like, do you want to go get food? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then he was like, I'm gonna go over here and get this, like you get whatever you want. And then I paid for it, which was like fine. I was just like, oh, okay. And then so that whole date was like fine, and it was like good. We had good conversation, so I thought it was gonna go like smoothly. And then the next date we went on was
boy.
we went to a drive-in movie, which is like very cute in the summer, and he has a truck. So
Yeah, if it was 1953.
no, it's cute. It's cute. So we went, and he has like a truck. So in the bed of his truck, he had like an air mattress, like blankets, like pillows, and I was like, oh, okay. And I don't remember what the heck we were seeing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
I'm sure you don't.
I don't remember what we were seeing, but basically we were like cuddling like on the air mattress, and he like the entire time was just very quiet, like not really saying much. Oh,
Well, you were at a movie.
no. Like on the drive there, nothing was really said. And also when we got there, they were like, okay, $20 for the car, and he was like, can you just like Venmo me 10? And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and it's fine. Well, sure. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then and then we were like enjoying the movie, whatever. And then I like his arm is around me, and then I feel it like loosen. He fell asleep on the date. He fell asleep, and like I didn't want to,
Listen, his truck must have been too comfortable for him.
and it was like it was one of those summer nights where it was like kind of breezy, so it was like kind of cold. And so he fell asleep. So I was like obviously very aware, and I was like, I don't want to wake him up. So I was just like very stiff the entire time. I was
What do
just
you
like,
mean you didn't want to wake him up? I would have done a quick slap
yeah,
or
no,
something.
I didn't. And I was just like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna enjoy this alone. It's stiff. And the movie was like, oh, it was like it was the Avengers Infinity Wars. That's what it was.
How
It-
did you... Isn't
was-
that loud?
Yes, it's loud, and it's an action movie. And throughout the entire thing, I was more invested in it than he was. Like he had no idea what was going on. I was like, not to be like, typical, but like, you don't know anything about the event. Are you kidding? You don't know anything about this? Whatever. But then, so he fell asleep. And then the worst part is that because it was cold, I don't know, like it has to do with like the dew, but when we like got up to clean, it was just soaked. Like everything was wet because of like the humidity in the air. So like
What was?
the blankets, like the air match, like we were like wet. It was weird. And I woke up and I was like, oh God. And like we had
Maybe
like,
he wet himself.
no,
asleep.
because it was cold. And then we got up, and he was like, sorry, I fell asleep. And I was like, it's fine. And then the entire drive back, didn't say anything, didn't kiss me goodbye. And then I got back in my house, and immediately he texted me, can you Venmo me $10?
Oh.
And I was like, yeah. And then that was the last text I sent. I was like, I'm done.
I would have said no.
Yeah.
Or not responded at all.
Yeah. I did Venmo him. I did. And then
that's really nice of you, honestly.
and then 2 weeks later he had a new girlfriend. So that was fun. And and then the kicker was they broke up like a month ago, and he stabbed me again. And he was like, hey, what's up? I was like, no.
You just send back a picture of a drive-in movie theater.
I was like, absolutely not.
You're like, does this trigger you?
So
'Cause
that
it
was
triggers me.
That was a pretty rough one. So I want to hear your the hair story. They'll understand.
It is just like, it was really all, I've experienced some trauma in my life, but this really, even though it's not this felt like trauma. And it was. You know what? This was trauma. So I went on a date with someone and we met on the steps of the Met, which is so romantic.
It
It
is.
was at nighttime. It was like right before Christmas, so it was kind of cold, but not super cold. And like the Christmas decorations were out, and
That is very
you know,
romantic.
the streets of the city are alive during that time period. So it was really like, you know, you're feeling stuff.
Mhm.
And so he gets there. It's fun. We go to the Met. We're walking around. We're talking, laughing. Like, it is a good date. Then we step outside, and unbeknownst to me, and I guess the weatherman, it started raining. And like, it was a light drizzle, like enough that you could walk in that it wouldn't be like weird.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been romantic.
So we walk all the way along Central Park down towards 42nd. Like, we're walking basically back towards Grand Central,
Right.
which it's a long walk.
It is.
And so we were walking and we went to a Chipotle right near where the tree was, the Rockefeller Center tree was.
Mhm.
And so we walk in and I look over at a window because I'm not looking at my phone. I'm not opening Snapchat. I'm a respectful date. I don't go on my phone ever. And I look in the window and I see in my reflection the resemblance of Beethoven. And I was like, what is that? And I immediately was mortified because at this point, my hair was really long and I hadn't cut it in a while. Like, I had that week, probably should have gone and gotten it cut. And I had done it weird that night because I don't know what to do with my hair when it's like that. Like, I can't wrangle it unless I just let it be curly. But anyway, so I just was so mortified and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry about my hair. He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I look like Beethoven.
Let's preface. Were you like, was like middle part? Like,
Have you seen pictures of Beethoven? Not pictures, paintings. He was like wet, but slicked back, but still had some curl to it. And it just, nothing looked right. It was just not right. And I was wearing like a mock turtleneck that just didn't look.
So you looked like Beethoven.
Yeah, I had a giant overcoat on. Like, I looked crazy.
Oh.
And he just kept being like, you look fine, like whatever. And I just like, we still were talking. And in my mind, I was still so fixated on my hair that I just would be like doing this with my hands. Like, I can't believe I just said that on a podcast.
Yeah.
I was moving my hands through my hair. And it, I guess, got so obvious to the point where he literally yelled at me and was like, you look fine. And I was like, okay. He's like, stop playing with it. And I was like, okay, sorry.
Oh my God. That's rough.
Did we have a second date? No. Do we still talk? Kinda.
Really?
Oh my God. Months later, I'm like, can you just take me on a second date already?
Yeah. Was your hair short?
What?
Was your hair short for the second date? Did you go on a second date?
No, I'm like, can he
Oh,
please?
still. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, this time you'll nail the hair or wear a hat.
Believe you me. Yeah, I will.
All right. So we're hitting that 14-minute mark. So we're going to take a break. Actually, no, we're going to end. So
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed our horrible first date stories. We will
I'm sure there will be more to
There'll
come.
be more, I promise you. But thank you for tuning in. My name is Kate.
I am Bear.
And have a great week.